Good afternoon, everyone. This is Matt Brown with VoMac Truck Sales here in Evansville, Indiana. Beautiful Thursday afternoon here. Uh, Channel is called Southern Indiana Mack Volvo, and today I've got a new one we haven't showed you before. This is our Mack Anthem line. So we had before we had the square hood and the CHU 613 and the axle back smooth aerodynamic hood in the CXU 613 or CXU line. So Mack has come out, they've redone the CXU, and this is what they came out with, and it's just a fantastic truck, fantastic looking truck. Still has features of the aerodynamic axle back design, but it's got some really cool standouts. And they've just done a fantastic job with this truck. I can't just brag on this one enough. Just absolutely happy with it. We've got customers that just love this model, getting great fuel economy, looking great, and just the nice features such as the LED headlamps, driving lights, fog lights, and then the bright finish touches and accents on this truck just set it apart from our competition out on the road today. So anyway, this is a 2020 Mack Anthem 64T, and the 64 is a 6x4. T stands for tractor. This truck is equipped with a 445 MP8 13-liter engine with the 12-speed automated manual transmission M drive. It does have Meritor rear ends at 3.25 on the ratio, and it's set up on 11R 22.5 tires. So we'll take a little closer look at this truck, show you some cool things about it, and we'll just get a little closer and I'll show you all about it. All right, guys, so we'll start up top here. You notice our stainless steel sun visor. That can be either fiberglass that's body colored, none, or we can do the stainless like you see on this model. We've got LED marker lights, Mack air horns, power mirrors with dual antennas for the radio and for your CB. And there's our standard Mack Bulldog on the hood ornament. And you notice with the Anthem, we've got this, we can spec these in either black or bright finish accents around the hood, around the fog lights and headlamps, and then the air intakes. Or we can do the standard black package. So we really like the bright finish look here on this truck. Just really sets it apart. Underneath that cover right there, you've got your tow hooks. So in case you get too far out in the road, you can get that thing towed right back out. One feature that they have come out with on this new Anthem is the adaptive cruise control and lane departure warning systems. We didn't spec it on this truck. We actually took it off. It's standard today. So very nice safety features if your company requires that lane departure and adaptive cruise control, time gap alerts. We can leave that on and get that fixed right up for you. So one thing that I wanted to show you on the side of the hood, normally we have hood latches here that hold our hood down, but with this revision, those are gone. So we did not go in the cab with the hood release, like the sister company, but we did hide it. So it's really cool. I'll show you. I just want to show you no hood latches on the side, so that's something huge. If you come in right here underneath the A, pull it to the side. Again, do this with 3 fingers. Our hoods are just absolutely light with the air assist shocks that just help out. And there you go. And there's our MP8. Very clean engine. Don't have a lot of hoses and external fittings and piping and all kinds of stuff on the outside of this engine. It's just a very clean, easy to get to. Electric and air all on the exterior of the firewall. And that way, and you've got fuses out here as well. And that way you don't have to go digging in that firewall to replace those fuses. Coming around the other side here, again, we're staying with that clean format. Just not a whole lot on the outside of this engine. Makes it easy to work on. You don't have to take a whole lot of pieces off to get in there and remove something and replace it. So, been a really great engine when they made those upgrades in 2017. And I talked about those in my very first video with that Mack Pinnacle sleeper. So just the front end of this thing, and notice we do have a wind catch on here. So when it's time to put the hood down, all you do is pick that up, then you can put the hood down. So this is a 12,000 pound front axle, and we have it on 11R 22.5 Michelin tires. So we'll shut the hood here. Go ahead, assistant. Come on, you can do it. All right. Needs to eat his Wheaties. So we'll put that down and it locks right in. So going around the side here, notice the bright finish air intakes. I hope that sun's not in our eyes, but we got power mirrors on this one, power windows, power locks, bright finish battery cover, bright finish air tanks, bright finish def tank cover, bright finish fuel tank, polished fuel tank. So just really, really beautiful accessories on this truck. And with the Mack, here is our transmission air supply. So that tank I would like to see normally emptied about once a week. Drain that out. We want to keep the moisture out of the top end of that shifter on the transmission. So that's the air tank that supplies that. Side turn signal lights, and we also have those down there. And a battery disconnect switch under there. This is a 117-gallon usable. It's a 125-gallon tank. 117-gallon usable. Catwalk steps there. Quarter fenders. All aluminum wheels. We've got Michelin 11R 22.5 X-Line Energy Ds on the rear, along with bright finish mud flap hangers. And Mack did us a wonderful job of getting those tail and turn lights and reverse lights inside that rear cross member for a nice clean look back here. And again, these are Meritor rear ends at a 3:25 ratio. We've got a Fontaine pinnable fifth wheel. So that convertible, pinnable, however you want to say it, blockable, some people call it blockable. That means you can just haul a frameless trailer or a frame type trailer. Frameless, you'd want to have that pin in, just like my hybrid video. Talk to you about that upper coupler and the fifth wheel actually being the stationary part of that connection. And then when you're hauling your standard van or frame type dump trailers or hopper bottoms or flatbeds, you would take that pin out and just use the regular non-pinned fifth wheel. Air ride suspension, Mack Air Ride. Meritor 40,000 pound rear ends. And we'll come up the passenger side here. Notice we've got a big frame rail here for you to put your hydraulic wet kit tank if you need it, or if you're going to put a blower on this truck, or if you need to put a toolbox. We've got plenty of room for you to do that here with this 203-inch wheelbase. We've got a single exhaust on this truck. It can be dual. This truck we just spec'd it with single. And from the factory, we went ahead and put the PTO and a DIN connection pump on this PTO, or on this transmission. So with that, the PTO, you get the factory warranty of the transmission. Inside the transmission box there comes with a 5-year, 750,000 mile transmission warranty. And again, that's everything inside the box. And because we put that PTO on at the factory, that PTO also carries that same warranty. Here's our Mack one box system. So again, when we changed our engine over in 17, we went to the one box system. So it's a front load DPF filter, much easier to get out of there when it's time to clean that filter. Take that fender off, lid off, and out you go. So just a really great upgrade for this axle back model from Mack. They've done a fantastic job with the styling. And then we've also had our interior upgrades as well. So we'll get in and I'll show you a little bit about the inside of this truck. But again, this is the Mack Anthem line. It's our axle back model. And we can do these in 6x2, 4x2, 6x4 configurations. Just many options to suit your needs, your hauling needs, to maximize profits and reduce your expenses. So we'll take a look inside here. All right, so again, getting in, safety is one of our main focuses here for the driver. This again is a double wall steel galvanized cab. One of the few in the industry that do that. Does add a little bit of weight to it, but it provides so much more safety for our drivers. We want those guys to be safe in the unfortunate event of an accident. We definitely want them to be taken care of and remain safe inside this compartment. So anyway, I'll show you. We got that 3 points of contact, and we'll hop up in here now. Show you a little bit about that. Sorry about the sun there. Actually, what we'll do is we'll drive on the lot here and get out of the sun. And then I'll show you the interior of the cab. So with our transmission, this is our M-Drive transmission. Really easy for the driver. It does function just like an automatic to the driver, but down below we're still a 12-speed manual transmission. So no clutch to have to worry about as far as maintaining clutch adjustments, greasing throw-out bearings, all of that kind of stuff. To the driver, all he's got to do is put it in drive and off he goes. Shifting is all taken care of for him. And I'm going to take this one up the road for you. I just wanted to get out of the sun and show you my interior here. So, good dash here, good gauges. Got tilt and telescope on the wheel, so we can put that whatever position is the most comfortable for our drivers. Lighting controls, window lock and mirror controls. On the left hand side you got turn signals, bright lights, wiper controls. On the right hand side, engine brake and menu controls. On our smart wheel here, smart controls on the steering wheel, you've got your radio controls on this side, on the right hand side, and on the left hand side you got phone and cruise control. Coming over to the dash, you've got up on the top, you've got a power outlet there with 2 USBs, so you can plug your phone in up there and get recharged. Down here you got your transmission controls, radio, AM, FM, CD, Bluetooth. Right up above the driver you got the microphone and dome light controls. Area for your CB there. Storage tray. Got grade gripper disabled, and grade gripper is a fantastic feature with the M-Drive transmission. If you're starting off on an incline, it's going to hold your truck for 3 seconds while you shift from the brake to the accelerator. That way we prevent rollback. There's our ATC disable. Inner axle lock, suspension lower, fifth wheel slide, PTO on off, parking brakes, HVAC controls, cup holders, and then of course we got our passenger seat. Well, there's our assistant again, and we've got a nice storage option back here in the back. So I'm going to give the camera over to my assistant. We'll take this thing up the road and I'll show you how this M-Drive shifts. So safety first, seat belts always. Again, this 12-speed automated manual transmission. So when you're going to put it in drive, all you have to do is hold the brake, select the drive button. You do have control over the first 6 gears with this transmission, so if you need to creep out of a dock, you can do so and just hold it in first gear. Clutch engagement is very smooth on this transmission. Just absolutely fantastic. This transmission in normal economy mode will skip shift, so it's not going to hit every gear. It's going to select the correct gear for the incline, the amount of acceleration you've got, trailer weight. All of those things is going to factor in and make sure it's selecting the right gear for the shift at that point. If you need to hold it in manual, you can do that, like I said, to creep out of a dock. And we've also got performance mode. If you're going to start off pulling a huge hill, heavily loaded, you can put it in performance mode, and it's going to select the gear, and it's going to hit every gear on the way up and give you all the RPM. That way you can pull that load with that, or pull that hill with that heavy load. So to the driver, this is just a fantastic option. It's just a way that he can concentrate on the road. At the end of the day, going to feel a lot better. Not going to have sore knees, sore shoulders, sore elbows. You're not going to have the maintenance of a clutch issue to worry about. So this transmission is just absolutely fantastic for the driver. If you need to give it the gas, you can do that, and it's just going to get you taken care of where you need to go. Top gear on this, just fantastic. As far as your cruising speed goes, you can put the cruise control on, and this transmission will just take care of you. It does have a low modulation speed control, so if you get into traffic, you can actually put her down into first gear, just get it rolling, and it will maintain that cruising, that very slow cruising speed for you. So that way you're not on and off the accelerator. If it's just moving, creeping really slow, it's going to maintain that. You can actually shift those first few gears if you need to speed up or slow down. So anyway, guys, different ending to this video, but wanted to show you about our transmission here. And again, my name was Matt Brown. My phone number is 812-431-6184. Email is mbrown@vomactruck.com. The channel is Southern Indiana, Mack Volvo. And give us a call. We'll be happy to take you for a test drive or spec a truck out for you, get you something that will fit your needs. Have a great evening.